Hello everyone, welcome to Graham's Homestead. This is a pantry tour, part 2, for my tinctures and salves and herbs and things. Before we start the video, I wanted to put out a little update. Hurricane Ian did come through my area in Central Florida, and I am one of the lucky ones. I've only been out of power for almost 2 days, but I really hope everyone else is doing okay and not harmed in any way. But I do know there's a lot of people in way worse situations right now. All my area got was really light rain, which was surprising, and basically like microburst. It was so windy and microburst. I watched from my backyard about 3 giant oak trees just fall into people's houses. They got uprooted because the soil was so saturated. Hope and pray everyone's all right, but I am doing okay, and I'm glad for that. So that was just a little update. So, and it's freezing. Well, freezing for me, a Floridian. It's probably like 70 to 80 degrees the next week, which is insane for early October, late September. It's Friday right now as I film this, which I should have uploaded on Thursday, but everything going on. I'm cooking on a wood fire right now because I don't have a generator. But okay, now let's get into the pantry tour. So, the part 1 of the pantry tour, I went through all of the things that I can and I eat, and I have pressure and water bath cans. So, now this is all my herbs and tinctures and things. So let me just go through it all with you. So I'll start on the top shelf. This little tiny cute jar, it's a little ball jar. It's 12.5 ounce, I believe. Or no, 125 of something. Not sure. Sorry, I'm cut off. But this is Gardenia Leaves. I have a gardenia tree in my backyard, and I decided I wanted to try and dry some of this. I'm not sure if it really did it right, but it kind of smells not good. I did this over a year ago, and I just didn't have the time to really make anything with it. I was going to make a hair vinegar with it, but making vinegar is not really my strong suit. I don't know why. I do everything right. But that's Gardenia Leaves. I'm probably going to compost these because they don't smell that great and they look a little moldy. That's just a lesson for next time. So, right here, I have a cayenne and red pepper salve. And I did put a little more wax in it than I should have. But it does really well for my back pain. I do have chronic back pain and sciatica. It's just from... I work a laborious job, like pretty laborious. I work in I wouldn't say warehouse, but a big store, and I work in the back. And it's a lot of heavy lifting, and when you first start out and no one tells you how to properly lift something, you hurt yourself. So I do have chronic back pain, and this really does help. Compared to lidocaine patches, like pretty good ones, it really does do pretty well. So that's my salve for pain. Now I have a pint jar of some rosemary, and I do have a bunch of sprigs like up on my windows, but behind the curtains that dry out pretty fast. My room is the farthest back of the house, so it gets less humidity from the kitchen and everything. So it's pretty ideal conditions for drying herbs and things like out in the open, which I prefer to do. Dehydrators are expensive, and you just don't need one unless you really absolutely want one, you know. So that's rosemary. And this is another pint jar of calendula. And I have used a lot of this because I made a lot of calendula salves this year, which I wanted to start selling, but I didn't grow enough calendula, and buying in organic calendula is just too much for me. So I'd rather grow my own. So that's a lot of calendula. Now, this pint jar is basil from this year, this spring, and I'm excited. I like basil. I'm trying to grow some more for the fall. I have a couple sprouts coming up, but I really want to grow a bunch of basil and have enough fresh to like make pestos and things. So, I'm excited about that. And what I really thought was really cool, this past spring, or I'd say the fall through the winter and spring, For us, I grew a bunch of dill and cilantro. The cilantro's in my kitchen, because I just use it for cooking so much. But this is packed. This is I'm not sure. It's one of those jelly jars that's 3/4 of a pint. And it is packed. I'm talking like if you open this, you have to like dig in there to get it out because I packed that stuff so tight. It's got some of the seeds in there too, like the little buds, but that's a lot of dill. I probably don't need to grow dill ever again, but I will because it's beautiful and it smells great. So, moving on to lemon balm. I did get a plant from the big box store or whatever because I could never grow it from seed. I should start some now because it's so cool out, but I only got a little tiny bit, but then the plant died, so we'll just have to figure out how to do that. But I do have some lemon balm, so I might make some tea out of this. Now, we have to work through the front. Speaking of lemon balm, this is lemon balm tincture that I made. It's totally ready to drain out and everything. It's really good for anxiety and depression, or if you're just feeling like nervous or something. Just wanted to try it out, see how it goes. So that's a little jelly jar of a tincture. And then I have Spanish nettle seeds, which I don't really have to worry about saving the seed because it just spreads everywhere. When this stuff goes to seed, it's like, it goes crazy. It just comes up when it's ready and it's all over the yard. And no matter how much you mow it down, it'll come back, which I love. People that want to mow the yard don't love. So this is Spanish nettle seed. And it's kind of like a marigold seed, little sticks. So now this is just leftovers of my cayenne and red pepper tincture. Actually, I only showed you the salve. I have a cayenne and red pepper tincture also. Haven't used much of it yet for pain, but so I can't give you if it really works or not. But the salve really does help, at least just dermally, top skin layers of your joints. But that's that. I have a bunch of dill seed in a half pint jar because you can get a lot of seed off them things. I have okra seed. These are crimson spineless okra, and these are not cross-pollinated before the country hill red started growing. So I have quite a bit, and I did plant a lot of these. And I have another couple rows of them growing for the fall because our falls aren't cold. So, and this one, these are real green bell pepper seeds. I do have a couple jars in here with random seeds in there that I know are pepper seeds, but I cannot for the life of me remember what I put in them. So please label everything. I have a problem with that. But these are green bell from the store, not from my garden. So these are probably a hybrid or something, but I want to kind of grow these and figure out next year. So, and these are pretty big bell peppers, let me just tell you. Moving on, I did get one. What's it called? Don't do this to me now. No, chamomile. I did grow one little chamomile plant, and it did so poor, but I did get maybe 1 pint of tea's worth. So, I didn't get any seeds, but I threw some more seeds out there. I know they do grow, but I only got 1 plant last time. So, I'm hoping I get some more this year, this fall. Now, this is my marigolds, and I get a ton more marigolds. Sorry, I'm getting clipped off there. A ton more marigolds than calendula. That's because marigolds grow like weeds, honestly, here. So I'm trying to grow a lot more because they're so beautiful. And apparently, they prevent aphids and some bugs. Haven't seen that at all because I got swarmed with aphids last year, right around my marigolds. But that might be just temperature and like different climate wise, to be honest, if you think about it. But I did get a lot. And you can eat these, put them in teas and all those things. I prefer making them fresh, but I did this for some, I don't know, dried benefits, if there are any. And this jar right here is my Spanish nettle. They look like a sad chamomile. I do have some leaves in there too, because why just take the flowers? The leaves have more of the benefits. So I do have a lot in here, and these can be made into tea. Really good for allergies and things. But these are just a native herb that I don't even have to grow, which I'm really happy about. So I really do recommend that people, no matter what area you're living in, try and look up at least 10 edible things that grow around you in your environment, just so you know, because it could help you one day. What if you can't grow some things? You can go out and forage. And when you do forage, don't take all of it. Leave a couple of the plants to go to seed. A lot of people don't do that these days, which is sad, because you're just wiping out, species and everything. But Spanish nettle grows in my area. Really love it. And I just have some macrame yarn sitting there, which I need to move somewhere. But I have some of my essential oils, just jasmine and frankincense. I got these before I really started learning about essential oils, but I used these for a friend to make her salve. It was not enough to irritate her skin at all, because it was in a carrier oil and everything. But yeah. I'm not sure if I already talked about this, because I had to take this video halfway twice. Cilantro and turmeric tincture. These are really good to detoxify heavy metals from your bloodstream and your body. You do your own research on that. All up to you. But this is just some leftovers. I already put it into a little amber bottle. But yeah, I use this for some family members that are in construction or spray chemicals that have a lot of heavy metals in it and things. So it really is helpful if you really need it. So I bought this before I did any research on it, which please do your research before you buy any medicinal herb or anything from a big box store, because this is St. John's wort dried in a pill capsule. And from my research, off of cross-referencing from a bunch of websites and everything, governmental and regular, I just go all over the place trying to cross-reference, see if it really does what it does. And St. John's wort taken dried like that is really not good for anyone. So I really urge you to do your own research before you buy things like this. So I might just use the bottle, because it is a glass amber bottle. So figuring out what to do with that. Now, I have some coconut oil that I use in my salves. I just got this from Walmart. Actually, no, because it's Greenwise. I got it from Publix, but you can get them from Walmart. I just did this on a whim, so I spent a couple extra dollars, because it is Publix. They're expensive. But, yeah, coconut oil, Greenwise, organic, because why not? Don't want as many chemicals, because organic doesn't always mean just, no chemicals. There are organic chemicals, which, do your own research, once again, but I really try to do organic, but some people are on a budget, financially not able to buy everything organic. And if you watch a lot of homesteaders with a big family like I do, they can't even afford their grocery bill if they have to support vegetables and stuff from markets and things all organic, because it's just too expensive. It almost doubles or triples your bill. But little things, I try to go organic. Now moving down to this side, this is a rosemary tincture. This was made with 151 proof alcohol, which I do not recommend anymore from my research, but do your own research once again. I'm probably going to toss this because it was made a really long time ago, and I just threw rosemary in there, not even knowing what rosemary did, okay? Let's just put that out there, because some people just do this and they're like, I want to do something, but it doesn't work, okay? It really doesn't. I'm trying to see what y'all can see. It's just a messy corner because I had to move a lot of stuff for the hurricane. But that is a rosemary tincture. This is an open jar, non-labeled, of pepper seeds, and I'm pretty sure it's my candy cane or candy striped peppers from the store. So I'll just grow those one day because I know they're home saved. But that's that. And this is a Spanish nettle in olive oil, like infused oil. It's really good for salves because Spanish nettle is really good for like eczema and like skin irritations. So yeah. It's so pretty though. So now moving on to my tinctures. I did buy one from She Is of the Woods. She's a YouTuber and she has a blog and everything. I find she's really helpful, really knowledgeable. So go watch her if you'd like, not sponsored or anything. So this is a Linden bloom extract, or elixir, because it has honey in it. It's just a different type of way to make a tincture or elixir kind of thing. But for me personally, I use this for ovarian cysts because it runs through the family, and I do not want that pain of ovarian cyst. And from only her experience and some others that I've looked up, do your research, it really does help shrink ovarian cysts over the course of maybe even 6 months. So I use that for that. Then these are my homemade tinctures. I do have my cayenne and red pepper tincture, which I haven't used a lot yet, but it's for pain. And then turmeric and cilantro tincture. I have the drops written on there, 2 drops daily, because I give it to family members sometimes so they can use it to detox. And I mean, they do find a difference. Like I've had some people tell me. So, and then I have a cute itty bitty little drain. It's a little funnel for those little amber bottles. Came with the shipment. I got it on Amazon. I have a whole bunch of those bottles. So, and then I have 2 little jars that are really cute. My dad brings home some of these for me that he finds at some of his job sites. So yeah, I use these for seeds and stuff. They're just so cute. When I was little, I used to be obsessed. Sorry, my dog's moving. Buddy, come on, dude. Stop. Stop. Sorry. My dad, I was obsessed with these kinds of bottles when I was little. Like all the little tiny things. I would just put dirt and things in them because I wanted to be like an alchemist. Which is kind of interesting now that I want to have my own medications. And basically, not really alchemy, but, what's the word? I totally forgot. Apothecary. I have my own apothecary now, technically. I mean, that's the definition. Apothecary is like all your herbs and things that you use and make. So these are for seeds and things. And then these 2 are the last 2 over here. Sorry, I'm getting cut off a lot. I have you stacked up on a bunch of ball jars. So this jar is filled with a little bit of lima bean seeds and some green bean seeds. I just had them all thrown together. These are all just the extras. And then this one is full of black-eyed peas. And that was all the black-eyed peas I got from a little bit of plants this year. But I do have a big Ziploc bag full of black-eyed peas as seeds that were from like 3 years ago. And they have a 100% germination rate. So save y'all seeds and try them. Keep them in a cool, dark area. It's not that hard. But yeah, I have a really good germination rate on my saved seed because I let them dry. And when it's hot here, it's hot. Keep them not humid though. But yeah, that is my pantry tour part 2. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone in Hurricane Ian's path is safe and sound, but no power here yet. So that's my part 2, all my herbs and tinctures and things, and I hope it grows. Hope I can make some more stuff this year. I do have El Campaign out there growing in a bucket, so hopefully I can make some stuff with that. But have a great day, everyone, and thank you for watching.